Guys, you do not know how freaking long this took me to do. Actually, you don't know. Heck, you don't even know what I've been doing. Well, I guess I better show you then. I'll go get it. Roll intro! Yeah. Hey there, ponies, bears, and pegs. This is PurplePom95 here, and welcome back to another custom pony tutorials, where I'm continuing with making MLP Nightsong today. And I made a lot of progress since the last episode. So, first thing, the paint was terrible, just saying. I found out that it comes off immediately with water, and it just looked absolutely terrible. So I had to revert back to the old Sharpie, which I think actually works decently. Yeah, I think it works decently, and it doesn't cost all that much, so Sharpies are a good hack for pony customs that I use. The only bad side to it is that you have to do a new coat every so often. Like with my OC here, her coat and her wings have all been coloured with Sharpie because this was originally a Fluttershy and the mane was coloured in with Sharpie. And every so often, because I hold my OC by the wings sometimes, the dark purple tip, the one that has the tip of the wing that has dark purple, if you can see the biggest wing, like there, that usually turns to dark pink when it is used too much, and that's not what I want, because I want it to be purple. So yeah, that's the only downside with Sharpies. You have to redo a coat every so often, but apart from that, they're pretty resistant, and they give you a good color, and they last quite a while, so that's why I use them, and they're cheap as well, so yeah. And I just had them lying around and stuff, and I don't have paints. So it's a good substitute if you're starting with customs, doing pony customs and stuff, because yeah. So I've just zoomed in the camera so you guys can see it a bit better, and I've got my torch here, so I'm just going to show you. So this is the head so far. Sorry, I'm not holding it very well, like that. And I think you might be able to see the Sharpie, but yeah, the lines of the Sharpie, so I'm going to fix that this episode, maybe do another coat of Sharpie. And also, I'm going to do the last little bit of the, what's called rerouting of the hair, the front little bit there, you can see it. So yeah, I'm going to do that. But apart from that, the head's pretty much done. And then, this is the body. I've been working all morning trying to get this tail through. I finally got it through using loom bands. Yes, I used loom bands to do it. I didn't use zip ties, whatever, because I don't have them with me right now. But yeah, with a bit of DIY and a bit of creativity, resourcefulness, and imagination, I did this, and probably gonna finish off the tail this episode, do a few knots around with loom bands, and then see if it works. But yeah, apart from that, all I need to do is the keychain mark and another coat of blue paint. Well, not paint. Sorry, not paint. Another coat of blue Sharpie for the body, and then do the keychain mark, like I said, and then put it all back together. So yeah. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take the head, put all this other stuff to the side, and then I'm just going to finish the rerouting, and then I'm going to use the Sharpie. So here's a little quick video of that. So yeah, cool. Go. Okay then, so I have now finished rerouting the mane of the pony. Sorry about that, guys. Bit sniffly still. So yeah, there's still a few gaps in it, which I might possibly do out of episode, or might just leave it like that, so it's just like natural hair. Depending on what Nightsong wants. If you want to let me know, Nightsong, I don't really mind either way. But for the first time for me rerouting hair, I think it's pretty decent. Pretty good. So yeah. So that's pretty much the head done. I'll do the tail next, and then I'll do a full thing of the entire body and head being coated over with Sharpie. So yeah, next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do the tail, which I figured out how to do. I got the right thickness now for the tail to make it go through with the loom band. So yeah, what I did is basically I got one long piece of hair, and then I folded it in half, and then cut one loom band in half to make it well, not in half, I just made a cut in it, so it was like one line instead of one circle. So yeah, I did that, and then I did a double knot on there, and then I poked it through, and then pulled it through with like one of these hook loom band things. If you're wondering why I have loom bands, it's because it was a craze in my school way back in the day, and I collected loads of them, and they're useful for my ponies, so yeah, I use them for like hairballs and stuff. So yeah, I pulled it through, and now I've got this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut some more loom bands in half like this, you see, instead of it was originally like that, but I cut it to be like that. And now I'm just going to do a few knots of them on here, so if I go to pull it out, it won't pull out. Now it will, because the knot is small enough to go through the hole that the tail goes through, but if I add some knots, it will not be able to go through, so, get it? Not. That was not funny. But yeah, so I'm going to add some loom band knots, and there's going to be a time lapse of that now. See ya. Go. And so the tail is now done. So I'm guessing you couldn't really see that because I just watched the time lapse back, and you can't really see what's going on very well. So I'll tell you what I did. I did a knot using the loom band I showed you before the time lapse, and then I tested it by pulling it to see if it would come out, and it was a little bit loose, so I cut another loom band using my scissors. Be careful with scissors, children. And I did another knot, did that on there, and then it was tight enough. It's perfect, all good. And then basically I cut off all the loose ends on the loom bands. But yeah. Oh, jeez, my nose. Sorry about that, guys. So yeah, that's my tail. So yeah. And now I can get the head and just pop it back on. And also, guys, I had to remove the neck plug and everything to get inside the head and the body, so be very careful with that because I actually cut myself doing it. You happy with yourself, Nightsong? You happy? But yeah. And also an easy way of getting the neck plug back on connected to this little bit is just cut a hole, or just like cut it at one side like that, and then just pop it back on like that. And then go to put it back on like so. Yeah, I think that will do. Nope. You gotta find the best fit for it. I don't know where that would be. So I'm just trying to match it up right now. As you can see, match that bit up with this bit. I'm gonna say, that's gonna go there. But I'm not entirely sure, so I'm just gonna wriggle it around until it just pops on. Yeah, that'll do. No. Oh wait, yeah! It's done it, guys! Whoop whoop! So yeah, that's back on. And remember, that little curly bit was at the front, so that's lucky. It's at the front of this one, so I'm just going to pull that one back, so it's all the way down that end here, and then I'm just going to pop the neck plug back on. And ta-da! We have our pony. Sorry about that, guys. But yeah, now I've done that, I am going to get my toilet roll back, because now I'm just going to do another coat of Sharpies. So here's a time lapse of that, and go. And now I have done that layer of Sharpie. I think my Nightsong pony is almost complete. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to put that on here to let it dry overnight or something. Might do another coat tomorrow. And yeah, and then I'm going to do the cutie mark, and then maybe add some more details and stuff. But yeah, that is almost complete. Well, complete for this episode. MLP Nightsong custom app. Sorry, Nightsong. Hello? Oh yeah, I can't speak yet because it's not complete. Totally knew that. But yeah, see ya. That's it for this episode, guys. So I'd like to say, there's again. Sorry. I'd like to say thank you so much for watching. Share me if you like this type of video. Comment, share your thoughts. But I'm not forcing you to subscribe. But if you do subscribe and you do like this type of content, then if you'd like to hit the little bell button next to the subscribe button, then you can always be notified when I upload, whether it's custom pony tutorials or anything else. Who knows? Who the frick knows, because I have a terrible uploading schedule, and I'm not going to continue with that this episode. Because this episode is over. But anyways, ponies, birds, and pexes, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next episode. Goodbye! Roll outro. Wait, I don't have an outro. Well,